Hey everybody, it's Josh here with Bricks Matter. Welcome back to our next video. For those that were out at Bricks Cascade, what a great show that was. I know I'm looking forward to my local show to show the next mock that we're working on. But that's coming, that's not today. Today, we're going to focus on what you see on the table. So we got a local users group. Our LUG group is meeting in the next week and a half, week or so, and there was a new challenge that the president put out, which was do a mock with 20 pieces. That's it. So build a model, 20 pieces. Now, does that include the minifigure? I'm not sure. I hope it doesn't. But if it does, I'm going to see if I can get underneath that 20-piece count envelope. So why are we looking at ATRTs and ATSTs and ATDPs and what have you? Well, this is my motivation for today. So this is what I want to build with 20 pieces is a mini ATST or mini ATDP, showing whatever I can do at that really small size within the 20-piece count. I want to make it so that a minifigure can sit on top of it. That's one of the design goals that I have. I'm also going to use a lot of gray. Why? Because we classically see gray with the walkers. So I've got my gray pieces out, and I'll show you guys that as we start to build that here in just a moment. But before I do, let's jump into what we got right here. All right, so for the motivation for the 20-piece build, we're gonna kick off a couple of showcasing here of what I'm using as my motivation, our motivation for the build. So this is a 2019 Clone Scout Walker. Just a great build. The coloring, the green that's in there, the tan on the legs and the top of the feet. Just a great build overall. So definitely going to use this as motivation. And let's move on to the next. All right, so our next build is the 2013 ATRT. And what a another great build, man. And that's why I'm doing this 20-piece model off of this specific structure and vehicle, is because of what this looks like. Now, this came with a 501st Trooper, which everybody thoroughly enjoys the 501st. This is the vehicle that came with it. Just an exciting build. Again, motivation for the build. So I think I'm going to integrate some blue as part of my 20 pieces, I think, to give homage to this. So let's move on to the next. All right, so we're continuing on with the next thing we're going to be looking at and leveraging. So this is a 2015 mini ATDP. And believe it or not, I had to look this one up in the book. I was trying to figure out which model it was, when it came out. And so thanks to that great Lego Star Wars manual, the new one, I got the 2019 version. I know there's a new one probably in 2020, but this is a mini ATDP. Now I think there's like 60, 70 pieces to this. So with a 20-piece count, it's a very different game. But this is great. Great to look at how they're doing the feet, how they're doing the leg structure. Boy, just the legs alone would be 20 pieces, a little bit of the base. So going to be interesting. So, all right, that's the 2015 mini ATDP. All right, so this, again, looking at the feet design, looking at the leg design, this is a 2015 Geonosis Walker. But looking at how they did it, minimal bricks on the legs. Looks like maybe like 6 or 7 pieces would give you that'd be 14, would get you the legs, and then base, maybe 1 or 2 base plates to get you up for it. But a great design. I like the open structure. There's no way I'm going to be able to do a top on this for 20 pieces, but again, a great design to look at. You can see here you got the little cannon, and you could turn that and shoot out the little studs. So there you go. There's 2015 Geonosis Walker. So now we're on to 2019, the Mandalorian AT-ST. Great design, great colors. I know there's a lot of stickers on this one, so it took a little bit longer than normal to create it, but I just really like this design. Just looks so great, so visually appealing. Same kind of cabin room up top in the cockpit. But just really super cool. So I feel like part of this 20 build is going to have to give homage to this too, with a little bit of maybe red and a little bit of red and a little bit of blue, maybe just like one tile or one stud that's that color, just to show some props to Mandalorian. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. We're gonna work our way back to the next one. All right, now we're on the 2018 ATST that came with the first order sets. I had to, we actually just built this right now today to be able to show it with the other ATSTs, ATDPs, ATRTs. And I've heard the reviews online about this. People have been, kind of questionable on, like, is it do they like it? Do they not like it? I don't know. I thought it was a pretty fun build. Pretty exciting. The piece is wrong, as you can see here. I just noticed that. So this piece will be fixed. What a great, I don't know. I found it to be a fun build. Not as exciting as the Mandalorian. Not as exciting as one of the classics we'll get to here in just a minute, but still a great build. Not sure what I'm going to leverage from this for motivation for the 20-piece build, but there it is, 2018. All right, so here we got the 2016 ATST Walker. I've actually got two of these. One's actually up on the shelf behind me, but here we go. Outstanding. I mean, this is one of my favorites right here. Level of detail, pretty consistent base with what we saw in the Mandalorian model that you saw. Just the coloring scheme, of course, is different. A lot of the same type of churning ability, same type of, you'll see here, some kind of spinning underneath. But still a great build, and I'm going to see what I can use as motivation off of this for the 20-piece. So let's go ahead and move on to our last walker, and let's do that now. All right, here's the last walker that I'm going to be using for motivation, and this is the 2007 ATST Walker. Kind of exciting, kind of a different look and feel than the other ATSTs with this one. I love that it's an 07 build. Really wish I could get the UCS set. That's on my set bucket list, is to get that. But this is good. Again, another exciting one. The feet. If you look at the feet specifically and look at the different how they've done this curved plate here, is very interesting. Again, I'm not sure if I can use that. I may use something like that when I do the feet. That's a lot of detail for less piece count than I can work with. But needless to say, this is the 2007 ATST Walker. A little different on the gear and turning on the back too. I'm going to go ahead and turn this around, let you see the back. A little bit of a different mechanism of doing it than we saw in the newer ones. Of course, a little bit different of a cockpit in there as well. But super, I just love these ATs. So again, whether it's the AT, DP, RT, or the ST. So let's get on. It's now time for me to get a couple of examples of a 20-piece build of these and see what you guys think. So stay tuned. I'll be back and we'll see what that looks like. Hey everybody. Well, you know what? We've got some choices to make. I'm going to show you what choices we're looking at, but we're going to go ahead and so spend a little bit of time, made a couple of mocks for the ATST, but I think this is the build. These are the pieces that are really going to get us the right result for 20. So I've got some decisions to make. Let's build it, and then let's make some decisions at the end. Okay, here we are, and it's time to build. So this is an ATST that we're working on, a walker. And so let's get it rolling here with some of the feet, and it's going to shift up to the legs, and then the base. The base is a 3x2, and then what you do is for the connection, similar to like the models that we showed earlier, is we're going to connect from the back and put the feet forward. That way it's got the right load balancing to hold it. Okay. What I've experienced through this build is that the amount of pieces it takes, the amount of pieces you can use, 20 is not that much. So we're gonna put this on as a little front. It'll be kind of a little front little carrier here. So it looks like it's kind of the front. You would assume it'd be an instrument display here, but there's not, because that's an extra piece that we can't afford right now. Then we're gonna come up on top, put some sides on, and then we're gonna go for the back. And back is gonna be this great gray piece, and then with this kind of the shiny grate. And there's a design. Now this is design one. A couple of options we gotta decide on, and here it is. If we want a guy, that's 4 pieces. If we want to go for just pieces without the guy, we can go here. So we're going to choose to, let's see what both look like. So first with the guy, we're going to go back to a clone trooper here. I could throw this guy on top. And now we've got a smashable. Yeah, it's not really not going to be fully, I'd say fully secure, but there you go. There is our ATST walker. Now that looks exciting, but you know, it doesn't pay homage to the builds we had. So instead, what we're going to do is, our another option is, I'm going to pay homage to the Mandalorian with a little red. There you go. And then I'm going to pay homage to the blue with the 501st and put that on the other side. And now you've got red on the inside, you got blue on the outside. Now I'm paying homage to both those. And I could set this off to the side and say, okay, that's my +4. Not really my +1, but my +4. So there we go. There it is, the 20-piece ATST walker. All right, so here we are with all the ATSTs, ATDPs, ATRTs, and the new 20-piece build right there up front. That's it. Great little video here today. Super excited to put this into the fleet of walkers, but very excited to show this off at the LEGO users group. I've got 2 other runner-ups. Didn't do so hot. I'll probably bring those 2 just to show, because I did some 1970s and 80s pieces in those ones, but not so much on the build right in front of you. So thanks for joining me. Joining us today. If you want to watch more, go to Bricks Matter on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram at Bricks Matter. And please like and subscribe this video. Give feedback on what you think of the 20-piece build. If you have a 20-piece build, share them. Share them with me and show me what you got. Show me how I could maybe improve on the 20 pieces. What piece would you take off? What would you add to it? Would you include the clone trooper? Would you not? Etc. So thanks for joining us today, and looking forward to our next video opportunity. So stay tuned for more.